Today we have a really good one, and today we have the SBJ7, and this is a cross that Patrick on TFP made. That's a cross between a Scotch Bonnet and a 7-pot Jonah. Now, I ate a 7-pot Jonah yesterday for the first time, and so I'm very interested to see how this SBJ7 works out. This one was sent to me by Coheed196 by Vincent. Thanks a lot, Vincent. Good of you to send it to me. And it's kind of an interesting looking thing. So some of them have a sort of almost a mushroom look with a lump on the bottom, but this one doesn't. 3 lobes obviously, and a very cool looking pepper. So I'm not sure how to cut it open. I think maybe I'll do it this way. It smells like a Jonah. Interesting. You can see inside we haven't got a whole ton of placenta. Obviously there's a lot more tucked up in and around here. Good number of seeds. But yeah, it smells very strongly of the Jonah. Very strongly. It's really pleasant. Jonahs have a very rich smell and a very rich flavour, so we'll see what this one's inherited from the Scotch Bonnet when I taste it. But just from the smell, I can smell Jonah but not Scotch Bonnet. But Jonah is a very strong smelling pepper, so it could be just because of that. Yeah, it's a lovely smell. Alright, so let me move the camera around and we can have a go at this really cool looking pepper. Hi, Nigel Carter back with you again for another great pod, another great chili to review. This one looks like a flying saucer, is an SBJ7 Scotch Bonnet crossed with a 7-pot Jonah. You can see it's very flat. So as I said before, some of them look have a lump coming out the bottom, or a tail, look like a bit of like a mushroom, but this one doesn't. And it has a very, very strong smell of the Jonah. I honestly can't detect any Scotch Bonnet smell. It certainly smells very sweet, perhaps a little sweeter than the Jonah that I ate yesterday. It smells very nice. So, thank you very much to Vincent and to Patrick for making the cross. What a great idea for a cross. SBJ7, bottoms up. Oh, it's extremely sweet. Really, really sweet. Wow. Wow, that's delicious. Now you can taste the Scotch Bonnet. It's a very crisp flesh, but extremely sweet. You can taste the bonnet, but you can taste the Jonah too, and it's quite hot. It's hotter than a bonnet, much hotter. And then once the sweetness and the fruitiness faded a bit, there's a little bit of a undercurrent of green grass, a little bit of acid that makes the sweetness and makes the flavour stand out even more. That's one of the best tasting peppers I've ever had. Wow, I'm doing well for the last few days for good flavours. That's absolutely fantastic. Beautiful flavour. Quite a bit of heat too. But it doesn't taste like a Scotch Bonnet. There's a Scotch Bonnet flavour to it. And there's a jonah taste to it too, which is a very rich flavour. But I didn't expect it to be so sweet. That's incredibly sweet. That's as sweet as any red bell pepper, but with obviously much better flavour. Not a fan of bell peppers. That's beautiful pepper, and the heat comes on very quickly. There's a lot of heat to start with, and it's fading away to leave an absolutely fantastic flavour in my mouth. It's fading away quickly like the heat does on a bonnet. So it was much hotter than a regular Scotch bonnet, and tasted somewhat of the jonah, but it doesn't have that excruciatingly painful hotness that the jonahs do. That's sort of like a meeting in the middle and taking the best of both peppers. What a great cross. Now I think we're up to F3 with that one. It might be F2, but I think it's F3. I'll check and I'll put it in the stuff below. But that's making me sweat a bit. The heat is an all-over mouth burn. It's just a general everywhere in the mouth, and as it calms down, I've just left with an absolutely wonderful warm feeling in my mouth. Well, it's a bit hotter than warm, but it's a hot feeling in my mouth. That it's a nice heat. For me, that's a really great heat. I could eat a couple of dozen of those, and I'd really enjoy that. That's really delicious. Wow, boy, have I got lucky with some peppers in the last few days. That's a wonderful pepper. Love it, absolutely love it. Heat's almost down to very little, down to nothing almost, and now I just have this beautiful flavour that's just blooming in my mouth, and is a strong chinense flavour mixed with the 7-pot jonah richness, and the flavour of the jonah as well. Yeah, I could eat a good bag of those. That's fantastic pepper. Now that's another great snacking pepper in the garden. It's pretty hot. As I say, it's quite a bit hotter than a Scotch bonnet, but it's not super hot level. It's not up near the level of a jonah, and given how well the flavour comes out, that's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't know what else to say. That's a big shock, that one. Absolutely. I didn't know what to expect, and just absolutely delicious, sweet, fruity flavour with a richness to it that's wonderful in your mouth, and a good amount of heat, but nothing stupid. Wow. Highly recommend those. Those are fantastic. Everybody should get a hold of some of those seeds. You really won't be disappointed. Everybody should grow those. They're fantastic. Patrick, great job, man. And a beautiful pepper, Vincent. Beautiful. Thanks very much for sending it to me. I really do appreciate it. So I've got a little bit of sweat running down my face, and a really delicious flavour in my mouth, but no heat left. So it's short and sweet, but it delivers enormously in the flavour department. That's spectacular, absolutely spectacular. So we'll leave it there, and I'll say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. I have some more pretty nice pods to go through, some that should be a little bit painful too. So this is Nigel Carter saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.